everyone, and welcome to Bubble Bunny Tarot. This month we're going to be focusing on your April monthly reading. So I hope your guys' March month went well. We're going to be doing it like usual, where we'll be pulling on the past, the present, and the future. But this time, instead of doing it how we normally do, I'm only going to pull one card from the Crystal Oracle and the Hedge Oracle. And then I'll be pulling from another deck to see what your overall energies for this month are going to be. And that's how we'll do the general energies for at least this month. We're trying it out. If it works, we'll keep it. And if not, well, we'll just go back to the same old next month. But yeah, so before I begin, let me just put up a list of really important dates that are going on in April that you should be mindful of, because these energies will be continually influencing you throughout April. So that's something to just keep in mind when you are watching your readings. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let's get into it, guys. Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly readings for the month of April 2023. As usual, we will begin with the Zodiac dice. So the Zodiac dice are just something a little extra. It's just meant to be as dessert or additional confirmation. So if a sign that doesn't have any particular meaning to you pops up, don't mind it too much. It also may be a general energy that is influencing you during the month of April. So yeah, let's get started. Oh wow. Okay, sorry. I just had to say wow because you got Leo twice. Sorry, there we go. I wasn't turning the right way. So yeah, you have Leo 2 times, and then you have Aquarius. I think it's also funny because Leo and Aquariuses are opposite each other, at least according to the Zodiac. So yeah, pretty interesting. So I'll be using the little animal deck to draw upon your past. So what is going to be going on in Capricorn's past for the month of April 2023? Just putting that energy out into the universe. What's going on with Capricorn? Oh. This one. What's going on with Capricorn? Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay. And then as usual, we'll be pulling from the bottom of the deck to formulate your advice pile. So there we go. And then I'll be using the Witch's deck for your present. So what's going on in the most recent present for Capricorn? And also I want to say thank you to anybody and everybody who subscribes and likes my videos. I am always eternally grateful for that. All I want to do is to be able to give advice or things that are going to be helpful to you. That's all that I really care about. So when you guys show me support, it's just extremely meaningful. And I'm getting embarrassed. My cheeks are red. Okay. Anyways, there we go. And then can I get one more card for Capricorn, please? For my little goats. I actually really love goats. I think they're adorable creatures. And I like Capricorns too. Oops. That card fell out onto the floor. So just give me 1 second. Okay. Oops. Sorry if you do hear any noises. It's just my chair. Sometimes my chair is a little a little rickety. Okay, so next we'll be using the Divine deck to see what's in your picture. But yeah, I was saying, I love Capricorns. Okay, let's go on like this. Can I get one more universe? Okay, now that we have the past, present, and future done, put these guys over here, and we'll draw on what your thoughts and feelings are for the month of April. Capricorn's thoughts and feelings for the month of April. Oh my goodness. Capricorn's thoughts and feelings for the month of April. Okay. And then we'll be doing our general energies a little bit different this time. So I'll just be choosing one card from the Crystal deck and the Hedge deck, and then choosing or shuffling a card from the Monsoon deck, and those will represent your overall energies. So the card that represents Capricorn's general energy for the month of April. Or Capricorn's general energies for the month of April. My goodness, this one's kind of weird. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. And then last but not least, we'll be shuffling the Monsoon deck. So. Oh my goodness. It's always really scary when the cards fly out on the floor because I'm afraid of losing them somewhere. But anyways, okay. So we have everything settled. So let's go over your past, present, and future. So I'll shift these cards over here. Yes, I'm sorry. I just saw that there is a little bit of flashing. Sometimes my camera likes to adjust the light in a really weird way. Okay, so for the first card in your past, we have the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Mother of Wands, which I believe is the Queen of Wands, so I'll be flipping her around because we don't take reversals. Then we have I believe this is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So I'll move these over here. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. Okay. Actually, I'll move these guys up over here. I don't know why the flashing of the actual light on my screen combined with like the Ace of Swords, where it has like the lightning element, so maybe there's some sort of news that's coming in that might be shocking to you. But let me look at the other cards to kind of gain clarity, because nothing is really like jumping out to me at first when I see these cards. So let's see. Oh my goodness. And also, this is the only video that I really had an issue with this. The lighting in my room has consistently been the same. My goodness. Can it like stop doing that? Okay. So then for your present, we have the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Okay. So it looks like, at least during the month of April so far, what's really standing out to me is this Four of Cups. So perhaps there is some sort of truth that maybe you're not quite seeing or isn't like in your field of vision right now. The Three of Cups typically is like a celebration card. I know a lot of people read it as like a third party card, but I'm not seeing anything really about romance so far. But what I am seeing is that you are celebrating some sort of victory during the month of April. So maybe you've been working really hard on yourself, especially embracing this kind of Queen of Wands energy where you're just really passionate, you're fun to be around, and that's really what's like sticking out to me, is this fun, good-natured card. So maybe your focus has not really been necessarily on like work per se, or like any other relationship. You just really have been focusing on having fun, maybe with your family, or you could just be like going out to parties and stuff like that. But because of that, it's almost like there is a sort of feeling like some sort of like a blindsidedness that's going to occur, especially because you have the Ace of Swords, especially with the lightning, and then the issues that I've been having with the camera adjusting and like flickering. So maybe there's something that just like abruptly comes up in your energy that you were just like not expecting at all. But let's have a look at the your future energies as well, just to see if they could provide like any additional clarity about the situation. So the first card that you have is the Judgment card. Okay, so the universe calling judgment on something in particular. Next you have the King of Wands, which came up in reverse, so but we don't read reversals, so I'll flip it around. And then next we have the Emperor. Okay. So I just want to make a note that you do have two counterparts here. So you do have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. And so in terms of romance, they're like a divine connection. So maybe what we're... Okay, I'm so sorry. I had to completely stop because I sneezed in the middle of me interpreting your reading, and then somebody started vacuuming in my house. So I don't know why. There are just like a whole lot of interruptions in this particular video when that didn't happen to any of the other signs. So maybe take that as a sign, like I was saying before, like something just comes in that completely blindsides you. And I was making a note that you have the King of Wands here in the Queen of Wands represented by the Mother of Wands. So maybe this also could be related to like a divine counterpart. So maybe you're not necessarily looking for like a love situation, but then they suddenly come in and you're like, whoa, oh my goodness, who is this person? They're just like the exact right fit for me. And that really like takes you aback because you've been focusing on other things, like just feeling good and like enjoying the moment. If it's not something related to a relationship, this could just be like an opportunity. So maybe was an opportunity that comes up that is just meant for you, and you were just completely not expecting it. It just came out of left field. And I feel like that's also why this judgment is being called here. So the universe is testing you to see how you react in this situation, because it's completely out of left field. It's not something that you've been expecting. And an important thing to note too here is the Emperor, and the Emperor is very stiff. He's very rigid. He's not kind necessarily, or he's not soft like the Emperor. So I wouldn't necessarily say he's not kind. He's just comes across a very cold energy when it's just him by itself. That's why the Empress completes him, per se. So maybe the universe is also trying to address something in your rigidity, to see how flexible you are, when it comes to the universe just giving you opportunity. So maybe you're not as flexible, and when this opportunity comes across, it's just so shocking that you're like, I don't know what to do. What do I do? So the universe is testing you to see how you really adapt to this situation, for it to provide you with more opportunities in the future. So that's really what I'm getting from this reading. So let me clear the table and we'll look at your own thoughts and feelings, and then we'll see about any additional advice towards the situation. So let me clear this out. Okay, so for your thoughts and feelings, we have the Six of Pentacles. Then we have the Hierophant. It came up in reverse, but we don't take reverses, so I'll flip it. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so at the moment, or at least like for the month of April, you are feeling very structured. Like, I feel like you are the type of person to have systems that help you to succeed, and you're feeling very stable, which is why you are generous with your time. It's why, for example, you may be allowed to go out and party because, you know, you consistently work at your job every single day and generate a lot of money per se. So because you are a very structured individual, it allows you to kind of have these opportunities in your life where somebody who's less structured may not necessarily have them. And yeah, you're just feeling pretty good about everything. From this Ten of Cups card, I get like a sense of optimism. So you're just really focused on enjoying your life. And I feel like that's why this like truth or shock is so shocking when it comes along, because you think that everything is going pretty well. So let's have a look at your advice cards, because I feel like your advice cards are going to show us some clarity. So here, sorry, one of them is like stuck on something. Yes. Okay. So here we have your advice cards. So for the first one, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Next we have Temperance. It came up in reverse, but we'll flip that. Then we have the Lovers. And then we have the Three of Cups again. It came up in reverse, but let's flip it around. So yeah, I feel like the universe is really advising you to maintain balance in your life, because I feel like, at least from the cards that we had previously, like I said, you may just be focusing on like having a good time, and while that's not necessarily a bad thing, if you do it too much, it becomes hedonistic, I think is the right word. And that's really what I'm getting from this like Three of Cups energy, because the Three of Cups is like a celebration, it's like drinking. It almost reminds me of like Dionysus. So like, if anybody has like researched a lot of the cults on Dionysus, they would just drink and they would just party and they would just consistently like have a good time. So maybe you're like overindulging yourself, especially because you work so hard. So it's kind of like the extremes of both. So like, work hard, play hard, but like take it to a completely different extent. So I feel like that's why the Lovers is here, is because you're gonna have to make a choice. You're gonna have to maybe choose to cut back on certain things, because that's what's going to help you the most. And that's why the Ace of Swords is there, to help you cut out the things that you don't necessarily need. And I think as well, the Ace of Cups is just showing up in connection to temperance and the cups, maintaining balance and flowing into one another. So like, you don't want to remain like a stagnant pool of water, because that's how disease is spread. So you want to keep the energy flowing, but it needs to consistently flow in the right manner. There's a difference between like a gentle river and then like an overbearing current that is just dragging people underneath. And I'm not saying like you are taking anybody down in any way, but perhaps there are things that are influencing you and you're just giving into the pressure of everybody else around you. So like, water pressure is really what's coming to mind. And the cards are advising you to have balance and to act with clarity during the month of April. So let me clear these cards and let's go into your general energies. And I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently as well for the Hedge Witch cards. I'm going to just kind of be picking out pieces that stand out to me from the excerpts instead of reading the whole thing, because they're getting kind of long and I don't want to like repeat the same things over and over again as well. So for the tarot card that represents your overall energy, we have the Devil. It came up in reverse, but we don't take reversals. So yeah, kind of like what I was saying earlier. I didn't even mean to say that, but like hedonistic. So like, the Devil is something that represents like control, and it ebbs and flows between having too much control and having little to no control. And I feel like that's what you are trying to find a balance of, especially because you have the Hierophant, you have the Emperor, so you have like two really big major arcana cards that represent structure, rigidity, complete control. But then you have the hedonistic aspect of the Three of Cups, which represents like partying, celebration, those two aspects. So for your Hedge Witch card, we have Hawthorn, which means sacred. And I am noticing a lot of like the reds in these cards. I know the other decks before also had red in them, so red may be a significant color in your life. And then another thing to note too is that the Devil card actually represents Capricorn, because the goat is usually associated with the devil. So it represents the extreme sides of the Capricorn, and whether or not you have other signs in your chart that are influencing you. Maybe these pronounced aspects of your zodiac sign, your zodiac energy, are just really coming out during the month of April. But let me turn to Hawthorn. So hawthorn represents the oracle property of sacred. So how does the word sacred apply to your life? Your value system can be sacred because it helps you create a hierarchy of importance and place emphasis on whatever it is that is most valuable in your personal life. So maybe you're also trying to figure out how to create that sanctity within your own life. So what is sacred to you? And that could be personal rituals, objects, or spaces. The Hawthorn card is also associated with the Magician and the High Priestess card. So really acting upon your own intuition or listening at least to your higher self could be extremely important. The last card that we also have is Smoky Quartz, which means to dispel negative energy, home protection, earth connection, and achieving career success. I'm also, I don't know why I really wanted to repeat the fact that Smoky Quartz is used to get rid of negative energy. That's why you can, use it for healing waters, or like rubbing it on your body or like your chakras to get rid of that negative energy. So it looks like that's what you're going to be trying to do in April, is to try to get rid of this negative energy and find balance within your life, especially with the Temperance card. And I also want to note, the Temperance card is a card of an angel, and then you have the devil over here. So it's like the devil and the angel talking on your shoulder. I don't know why I'm imagining Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, when he talks to his angels and his demons. So maybe that is going to be really significant in your life. But yeah, this was kind of a strange reading for me, I'm not gonna lie, just with all the things that are happening and like going on. So I hope you find something that like really resonates with you, and I hope you find balance during the month of April, Capricorn, and I wish you the best of luck. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.